The galaxy was vast, teeming with countless forms of life, but humanity was unique. Not for its technological prowess, nor its strength in numbers, those paled in comparison to the apex civilizations dominating the stars. No, humanity's uniqueness lay in its unyielding spirit, its boundless curiosity, and its peculiar ability to forge connections even in the face of overwhelming odds. These traits, however, would be tested like never before when the Skarn, an ancient and ruthless collective intelligence, set its sights on Earth. The Skarn were relentless. An amalgamation of countless absorbed species, they moved from planet to planet, consuming all in their path. They sought not just resources but the assimilation of traits they deemed worthy. Their arrival in the Sol system was unannounced, their motives as inscrutable as the void itself. What began as distant whispers, radio signals intercepted by deep space probes, soon became an undeniable reality as Skarn warships appeared in orbit around Neptune. Earth's governments, fractured by politics and mistrust, scrambled to respond. The United Nations formed the Earth Defense Accord, EDA, a last-ditch effort to unite the planet against a common enemy. At its helm was General Elena Miles, a seasoned military strategist whose fiery speeches and unshakable resolve made her a symbol of resistance. Under her command, humanity pooled its resources to build the Resolute, a massive starship equipped with humanity's finest technology. The Resolute was not just a warship but a symbol, a declaration that humanity would not go quietly. Captain Adrian Cole was chosen to lead the Resolute's mission. A decorated officer with a reputation for unconventional tactics, Adrian was a man haunted by past failures. His wife, an astrophysicist, had been among the first casualties when the Skarn destroyed an outer research station. Her loss fueled his determination, but it also left a wound that never fully healed. As the Resolute launched into the void, Adrian carried not only the weight of humanity's survival but also his own personal demons. The journey to intercept the Skarn fleet was fraught with challenges. The Skarn's technology was decades, if not centuries, ahead of humanity's. Their ships were living constructs, capable of adapting and regenerating. Early skirmishes were disastrous for the EDA's smaller fleets. The Resolute's crew watched in horror as entire squadrons were obliterated, their screams echoing through the comm channels. Each loss weighed heavily on Adrian, but he refused to waver. Humanity's first real victory came at the Battle of Proxima Gate, a critical choke point leading directly to Earth. Using an ingenious strategy devised by Lieutenant Aria Vega, the Resolute's chief strategist, the crew lured the Skarn ships into a dense asteroid field rigged with explosives. The resulting ambush decimated a significant portion of the enemy fleet. For the first time, humanity proved it could fight back. The victory galvanized the people of Earth, sparking a wave of solidarity and hope. As the war dragged on, the crew of the Resolute discovered an unsettling truth. Deep within the Skarn's hive mind network lay a fractured consciousness, remnants of the species they had assimilated. These remnants were not entirely extinguished, they lingered, trapped in a state of perpetual agony. Among them was the voice of a scientist from an ancient civilization, who revealed a chilling secret: the Skarn sought humanity not for its technology or biology, but for its emotions. Unlike other species, humanity possessed a capacity for empathy and resilience that the Skarn could not replicate. To the Skarn, these traits were the final piece in their quest for perfection. Armed with this knowledge, Adrian and his crew devised a daring plan. They would infiltrate the Skarn's flagship, the Nexus, and deploy a neural disruptor designed to sever the hive-mind connection. It was a suicide mission, but it was humanity's only chance. Volunteers lined up by the hundreds, willing to sacrifice themselves for the greater good. Among them was Lieutenant Vega, who had become Adrian's closest confidant and perhaps something more. Their bond, forged in the crucible of war, exemplified the very traits the Skarn sought to exploit. The infiltration team faced unimaginable horrors aboard the Nexus. The ship's interior was a labyrinth of organic corridors pulsating with an eerie bioluminescence. They encountered grotesque hybrids, once proud beings now twisted into mindless drones. As they fought their way to the core, Adrian couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched, manipulated. The Skarn's whispers grew louder, probing his mind, exploiting his fears and guilt. But it was Vega's voice that grounded him, her unwavering faith in their mission reminding him of what was at stake. Reaching the core, the team activated the neural disruptor, unleashing a pulse that shattered the hive-mind connection. The effect was instantaneous. The Skarn ships faltered, their once coordinated movements devolving into chaos. On Earth, the people watched in awe as the alien fleet began to retreat. But the victory came at a cost. The disruptor's activation triggered a chain reaction, causing the Nexus to collapse in on itself. Adrian and Vega, along with the remaining team, barely escaped aboard a stolen Skarn shuttle. The war was over, but its scars would linger. Earth had survived, not because of its technology or might, but because of the very traits that made humanity unique. In the aftermath, Adrian stood before a crowd of survivors, delivering a speech that would echo through history. We are flawed, fragile, and often divided. But in our darkest hour, we proved that we are also compassionate, resourceful, and unyielding. The Skarn sought to take what made us human, but they failed. They failed because we are more than the sum of our parts. We are a species worth fighting for. As the crowd erupted in cheers, Adrian looked to the stars, knowing that humanity's journey was far from over. The galaxy was still vast, still dangerous, but it was also filled with potential. And for the first time in a long time, he felt hope.